I'm very interested in ideas surrounding memory and materiality, absence and loss, time passing and memories fading. Ultimately, I'm concerned with the fragility and vulnerability of human life. Gard explores notions of life, death, ritual and commemoration. Despite the plant sculpture only existing for a few hours, it will be forever memorialised in the cast. Gard consists of 150 individually cast sculptures. They are cast from plants which have been bound and wrapped in cloth and thread to create these very delicate, slender sculptures which are pressed directly into the Earth's surface. The relationship between humans and flowers is special. Flowers are strongly linked to cultural identity and quickly become synonymous with conflict and atrocity around the world. Most recently, in Ukraine, the sunflower became a strong symbol of support. But flowers have always grown in amongst the devastation of war. Poppies, carnations, roses are all historically bound with conflict and remembrance, and we tend to think of these plants beyond their seasons. Despite the roughness of the casting process, exquisite detail is picked up in the cast. So you can see the weave of the fabric and the thread, the veins in the leaves, the plant roots, the seed heads. The elegant, fragile sculptures lean on steel armatures, and despite their fragility, they fill the gallery space. An army of sentinels watching, witnessing and protecting. Flowers have always been part of my sculptural vocabulary, since the very beginning. Way back in college, I handcrafted large flower arrangements from newspaper that has been stained with blood, tea, coffee, or dusted with bone or ash. I've extracted dyes from flowers to which I've then coloured thread and woven these or crocheted them into large textile pieces. I've developed very old glass paint negatives which depict flower arrangements wilting under the photographer's lights, very much in the Vanitas tradition. I think the making and the artist's hand is a very important part of my practice, and I never try to hide how something is made. Earth casting is a very simple but layered process. You are casting the sculptures directly into the earth. By casting directly into the earth, the cast bears all the traces of the land in which it was made. I go to the studio and I start making. I learn from each piece that I make, and every new work informs the next. An accident or a mistake can force you to reassess what it is you are doing and why, and it can open up new possibilities, things that you had never thought about before. My work is not about image, it's about the experience or the encounter and the relationship between viewer and object. In previous earth casts, I have used colour, albeit very nuanced and subtle. I often painted the sculptures white and then added flecks of colour with watercolours or oil, or even marks with colouring pencil. However, earth cast sculptures have their own patina, delicate yellows, greens, browns, and by stripping back, it allows you to focus more on the texture and the detail of the cast. We tend to gift flowers as a gesture of love or thanks or respect. We see them as a celebration of life, but the reality is the cut flowers are already dying, and they are a potent symbol of mortality, which is deeply rooted in the history of art.